Okay, what we're going to do in this session is we're going to do a review and reaction to, whoops, wrong button, climbing the Beehive at Acadia National Park. The footage you're about to see is actually footage that I took, because one of the most recent videos I took was another previous video, a review of Hadley Point Campground. While we were there, we ended up hiking this, part of Acadia National Park. And this video is about 20 minutes long. Let's get started. So the young man to my left here, you can actually see in the shot, that's my oldest son. We are not affiliated with these other climbers at all, and this is literally the very beginning of the hike. Took us about 20 minutes to get to the top. So as you can see, it just starts off as a basic hike with, there's stones in the way, and as you get further in, you'll see where the granite, with those granite slabs that you have to walk across. But it really doesn't start getting hard, like intensively hard, until you go past like the first third of the climb. So this is really just the easy sections here. Maybe what I'll do, just for the sake of time and simplifications, maybe I'll just fast forward this to like maybe let's go to like the 3-minute point and see what we got. See the people hanging out on the edge?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Now we're getting to some of the granite slab sections. Again, just flat granite. Doesn't really get hard until at least the first third of the hike. And if you listen closely, you can actually kind of hear me. I'm starting to huff and puff a little bit, because I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm not the most in-shape person, but I can still do stuff. Yeah, just more meandering rock. You gotta walk through dirt, you gotta walk through stone. Let's just keep going for a minute, because when it comes to the junction, I want to kind of mention a couple thoughts about the junction. I think we're coming to the junction now. Let's see what this clearing looks like.
I already have a pebble in my shoe.
And these are just it's a little bit of signage just to tell you to take caution coming across here, because I think there's some people in the past that have slipped and fallen just because of some of the little pebble stuff that collects on top of here.
Sign already.
Okay. So real briefly, let me back that. No, that's a little bit too far. Let's.
Sign already?
Here we go. So what ends up happening here? The big popular part about the Beehive is that if you go the steep way, there's all kinds of bars and rungs that you can grasp on and grapple onto in order to help you get up. A little known fact is, if you just go straight, right up here through this path, and go up the back way, it's just almost like a normal hike, without all the bars and rungs and the things like where you're hanging off the edge. So for the people that don't like heights or don't like to be right on the edge of a cliff, go up, just follow the signage and you can go up this way and you can get to the very same summit that I went with my son without going on the really steep section and using the bars and the platforms. So in this case, we're going to go over this way to where the warning sign is. There'll be a warning sign in the next thing that says, oh, if you're not well labeled, turn around now. Or we never stop to read the sign, so we don't know exactly what it says. But like I said, if you don't like steep stuff, just go straight right over here.
Warning, not for the faint of heart.
And also at this point, please forgive my web connection. That these views that we're getting here are kind of on the grainy side, so I don't know if it's going to record it grainy or not. But I'm just going to apologize ahead of time for the graininess. There's the warning sign that tells you to turn around if you don't like heights, or if you didn't have plans to walk across platforms or rungs, don't come this way. And that's me breathing, by the way. Because like I said, I can do things, but I'm not the most in shape person. Now the picture just got a little bit clearer. It's not as grainy as it was before. And again, watching the path here, it's still all just granite slabs. So it's starting to get a little steep, but there, as you can see, the way they've constructed the trail with granite steps. So in the early sections, it's almost like you're going up, in a sense, like a stairway to heaven.
Get steep quick. You're already on it, buddy.
Okay, maybe just for the sake of time and simplicity here, let's crank it up to like 7.5 minutes and see how the terrain looks there.
Keep walking.
See, even at this stage, it's still not all that brutal. Granted, you've probably got maybe a 3-foot span here, and then you've got probably a 200-foot cliff.
And Oh, shit. I gotta get up this?
Yeah, so some of the terrain is starting to get a little gnarly now. And again, maybe just a sidebar thought is if you are hiking with young kids or people that have a fear of ledges or heights, go up the back way. Don't take this way. And as you can tell in the previous little scene there, I am trying to grasp and trying to find every conceivable crack to put my hands into, because it is starting to get a little it's getting to get a little hairy on these ledges. And then you can see this metal platform here. I actually went across this on my butt because I was a little bit nervous about walking, so we can watch that now.
Oh, God. Really? I gotta sit down. That's too funny. I didn't do this the last time I came up.
Yes, I hiked this about 15 years ago with my father, and I did not have to sit down the last time I did it. This time I got a little bit extra panicked for whatever reason. Let's crank up our time a little bit. Let's go to like 12 and a half and see what the development is.
Holy!
I'm going holy, as in holy shit, this is starting to get steep. And like I said, there are some sections where, of course, thank God for the bars and the rungs, but there are a couple sections where I was reaching for every conceivable crack in every conceivable tree twig, tree branch, just to kind of appease my safety level of like not falling off, half falling off the ledge. Yeah, so like at that spot that you just saw, I mean, you take one wrong move and you're gonna fall a couple hundred feet. Yep, more your bar. I'm telling you, the bars and the rungs are a lifesaver on this thing. And as you can hear me, I got a pretty good breath going. And then I'm going to chuckle at this one, because it's like, what? I got to go up this?
What? Which way did you go? You going right? Oh, God. There's not a hand rung up here?
Yeah, as you can see, I'm grabbing for tree roots just to try and get any type of a hold on the trail.
What are they, crazy? Wow.
And some of the views are pretty cool, because actually, well, this is the Atlantic Ocean right here. And then this little strip of ground here, I've never been there, but I'm almost positive that that's sand beach right there. And then you got more bars and rungs to help you get up the cliff right there.
Wow.
Yep, grabbing for every conceivable rock crevice I can. It's, like I said, if you got little kids or if you're faint of heart when it comes to cliffs and ledges, don't go this way.
More bars and planks.
Pretty impressive view there. So you've got the ocean, and again, this is sand beach right there. And I'm telling you, you really only have a couple feet of ledge and you'll be gone.
Hi.
You know what? Let me crank up a little bit more of the video. Here we go. Let's try this segment right here. Yep, again grabbing onto every conceivable crack and crevice to try and pull me up when there's no bars and platforms around.
It's gotta be this way.
It's gotta be this way. Actually, you can see right here that the blue stripe is an indicator of where the trail is.
He's right there. He doesn't even answer me. Wow. This is crazy.
And based on the length of the video here, we've only got about another minute or two till we're at the summit. More bars and rock crevices to help you get up. Another really pristine view of Sand Beach. More heavy breathing. Oh, let's see. Let's crank up. Let's crank up to the last minute of it here. And what you're seeing here, this is just a few paces from the summit. This is practically the top. So from this stage in the game, you're basically home free to the summit. There's no more bars and cliffs that you have to be grappling onto in order to get up. And again, the only side comment I have is if you've got an issue with grabbing the bars and the rungs or the platforms or the ledges, go up the back way. The back way is like almost like a, not to say that there isn't one or two steep sections, but the backside is way more of a normal hike. You're not going to have any type of a heights problems or bars and rung problems. Because I think actually the next time I go up here and do this, I think I'm going to go up the I mean, it's kind of nice kind of nice to do the bars and the platforms and the rungs section every once in a while. But now that it's dawned on me that there's a backside, I think I'm going to try the backside the next time. So let's... And then actually on Google it says, how long does it take to hive the Beehive in Acadia? And this little footnote says, oh, for the average pace, this hike takes 1 to 3 hours. Safety, the trail is rocky and uneven. I'm here to tell you firsthand. And my son is like one of those really athletic junior high types. He was in front of me almost the whole time. It is not a 1 to 3 hour hike. I mean, it might take you an hour if you're stopping at every ledge. I mean, it's literally... I just told you, I'm not the most in shape person in the world. It took me less than 25 minutes to get up there. Stop recording.